the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it.
Well, hello. And you welcome in to another edition of Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. Glad to have all of you here in the building with me. Yes, indeed. It's Friday. Oh, my God. You know, I'm grateful to be here for another week upon the earth with you all. I really am. But don't think it is different. Okay? Jesus. Oh God, I was just looking at my greenhouse application. It was like 29 days since I applied for one job. It's just like, can y'all please rather just get back to people because I'll be fashion. But anyway, with that being said, I'm glad that I do have my bills paid and everything else. It could be a lot worse, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that being said, we are here to talk about Spirit Airlines. As you guys know, there was a man named Hassan trying to buy Spirit Airlines, and now there's another brother trying to buy Spirit Airlines as well. So, let's talk about it because we do have a whole lot to talk about, a whole lot to get through because higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this kind of control here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Glad to have all of you here with me. Yes, indeed. So let's get started here. Now, of course, y'all know we love to really take a destination and really focus in on, the minutia of what we can explore about destination, right? So with that being said, check this out here. So Wheeler Airlines, right, was the operating name of Wheeler Flying Service, WHAA, the first Black-owned airline certified in the United States by FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration. You heard me correctly, right? Which also helped integrate the pilots at major U.S. carriers by qualifying a large number of Black pilots that were sequentially hired by the nation's major airlines, okay? So here is the history of this airline here. Wheeler Flying Service was started by Warren Wheeler in 1969, who at the time was a captain at Piedmont Airlines, flying Boeing 737-200 jetliners. Wheeler Flying Service provided flight training, charter services, aircraft maintenance, and courier services for banks using Piper PA-28, PA-24, sorry y'all, and PA-32. Okay, it's already on the low side. Okay, my bad, y'all. Beechcraft 18, Bryn Norman, B and 2, Islander, and Ted Smith Aerostar twin-engine prop aircraft. Wheeler Flying Service was certified by the FAA as an air carrier and a repair station. In August of 1973, Wheeler Flying Service received a grant from the North Carolina Economic Authority to provide scheduled transportation, but scheduled passenger air service from Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina to Morehead City, North Carolina, and Elizabeth City, North Carolina, using a Cessna 402 commuter twin prop aircraft. No other flying company in North Carolina wanted the contract. This was the beginning of Wheeler Airlines. In 1974, Wheeler Airlines began scheduled passenger flights to Greenville, North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina, and Norfolk, Virginia. Flights to and from Greenville were requested by the Burroughs Wellcome Drug Company based in the Research Triangle Park, and included passengers and a sample box delivered each day to the headquarters from their factory in Greenville. The airline switched to Piper PA-31 Nahara aircraft. In 1975, Wheeler Airlines briefly operated a de Havre, Canada DHC-6 Twin Otter on February 1st, 1976. Official airline guide OAG, the scheduled passenger service between scheduled passenger service being flown to. Hang on a second. Here we go. All right. Okay. Back to here. Scheduled passenger service being flown. Okay. I forgot that I had the labs up when I was teasing it earlier this morning. They were playing. Stop. Okay. One more time. List scheduled passenger service being flown to Charlotte, North Carolina, CLT, Elizabeth City, North Carolina, ECG, Greenville, North Carolina, PGV, Morehead City, NHMRH, Norfolk, Virginia, ORF, and Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina, RDU, with all flights being operated with Cessna 402 twin prop commuter aircraft in the airline using the two-layer air carrier code WR. Wheeler then selected the Beechcraft 99 commuter turbo prop aircraft for scheduled service. The airline established joint fares and pass agreements with several major airlines in 1978. The airline added a larger Fairchild F-27 turbo prop with service to New York City, Atlantic City, New Jersey. The airline experienced significant growth during the early 1980s as major airlines assigned their jet craft to major markets. At its peak in 1984, Wheeler Airlines operated a fleet of 5 Beechcraft 99s. The routes expanded to Wilmington, Delaware, Washington, D.C., and Tri-Cities, Tennessee. The airline hired a relatively large portion of black pilots with low flight time, including 2 black women pilots, the first hired at major airlines. Many of the pilots were trained at Wheeler Flying Service under federal CEDA program or the federal CDA program. Low-time pilots start as co-pilots in the Beech 99. When they reached 1,200 hours flight time, they were assigned to fly courier routes in piston airplanes. Upon the completion of 2,000 hours, the pilot could check out as a Beech 99 captain if they could pass an aircraft check ride conducted by Wheeler himself. All the pilots gained valuable turbine time while employed at Wheeler Airlines, and the vast majority of Wheeler Airline co-pilots, black and white, were still employed as pilots at major air carriers. Wheeler introduced a number of firsts in the commuter industry, including one-engine turnarounds and engine trend monitoring for turbine-powered aircraft. In the 1980s, the airline experienced competition from other commuter air carriers. Wheeler suffered a major blow when Piedmont Airlines selected another commuter airline for code-sharing air services. Realizing Wheeler Airlines was going to fail, Warren Wheeler started Wheeler Regional Airlines, WRA, a much smaller version of Wheeler Airlines specializing in underserved mid-Atlantic destinations. In 1986, Wheeler Airlines filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So here are all the destinations that they went to. They went to Asheville, North Carolina, Atlantic City, New Jersey, Augusta, Georgia, Charleston, West Virginia, Charlotte, North Carolina, Danville, Virginia, Elizabeth City, North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina, Greenville, North Carolina, Huntington, West Virginia, Kingston, North Carolina, Morehead City, North Carolina, Newport News, Virginia, New York City, Norfolk, Virginia, Parkersburg, West Virginia, Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina, Richmond, Virginia, Rocky Mount, North Carolina, Tri-Cities area, Bristol, Virginia, Kingsport, Tennessee, Johnson City, Tennessee, Washington, D.C., Wilmington, Delaware, Wilmington, North Carolina. So first of all, I had no idea, okay, that we had our own black airline that was certified by the FAA, the first one, right? So that was Wheeler Airlines, in case you guys did not know that. So I saw this video earlier this morning. Shout out to Informational Heroes for this.
There was actually an airline called Atlanta Air. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
The only Google it.
A lesson about how you do business right.
Daily round-trip flights from Atlanta and New York to Greenbrier beginning April 27th.
Air Atlanta was founded in 1984 by Michael Hollis, a young African-American entrepreneur from Atlanta, Georgia. Hollis was only 31.
By the way, y'all, that is Andrew Young right there. In case you guys did not know who that was. There we go.
Hollis was only 31 at the time and had already made his mark as a successful lawyer, businessman, and political figure. With his entrepreneurial drive and connections in the business and political world, Hollis envisioned creating a competitive airline that would be headquartered in his hometown of Atlanta, a city rapidly becoming an aviation hub due to the growth of Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. The airline's creation was historic because it was the first large-scale airline in the U.S. owned and operated by African Americans. Hollis brought in financial backers and aviation experts, combining business acumen with technical know-how. Though he lacked direct experience in the aviation industry, Hollis believed that breaking into the airline business would represent a major milestone for Black enterprise in America, particularly during the post-civil rights era. Hollis's vision was not just to create another regional carrier, but to compete directly with the giants by offering high-quality service. He aimed to build an airline that reflected pride, representation, and economic empowerment for African Americans in a field historically dominated by white-owned corporations. The early 1980s was a turbulent time for aviation. The Airline Deregulation Act of 1978 had dismantled federal control of fares and routes, opening the skies to new
Of course, that is George W. Bush and Barbara Bush.
Opening the skies to new entrants, but also intensifying competition. Established carriers slashed prices, and new airlines sprung up almost overnight, many struggling to survive in the cutthroat environment. Into this volatile, opportunity-filled climate stepped Michael Hollis and his bold idea of Air Atlanta. Air Atlanta officially launched operations in February 1984 with a fleet of Boeing 727s, focusing on high-demand routes from Atlanta to major U.S. cities such as New York, Miami, and Dallas. Its headquarters was strategically based in Atlanta, leveraging the city's status as a transportation hub and the growing presence of business travelers in the Southeast. The airline distinguished itself by offering full-service amenities at competitive fares. Passengers enjoyed complimentary meals, attentive service, and comfortable cabins, an approach designed to lure both business and leisure travelers who wanted quality without the steep costs of legacy carriers. One of the defining features of Air Atlanta's launch was its ambitious branding. Hollis emphasized professionalism and service excellence, recruiting experienced flight crews and projecting an image of reliability. For African Americans,
Canadoc is the document management solution for creating, signing, and tracking any.
seeing a Black-owned airline launch into national competition was more than business. It was a cultural milestone, and a statement of progress. Air Atlanta adopted a hub and spoke model out of Atlanta, targeting popular routes and ensuring strong load factors. Instead of trying to expand too quickly, the airline focused on a select group of destinations, seeking to build a loyal customer base through service quality. Strategically, Hollis pursued partnerships with corporations and travel agencies to capture business traffic. He marketed Air Atlanta as not only a viable alternative but a prestige choice for companies who wanted to align with the New South narrative of inclusion, diversity, and progress.
So even in 1984, right, trying to figure out how to expand our presence and our reach and being seen was just as important. Like I said, when I did research for this live stream that we are doing right now, I was really impressed, for one, that we had a Black-owned airline, right? Because I think a lot of people's first introduction to a Black-owned airline was Soul Plane, and that is not a typical airline, ladies and gentlemen. It was just one plane, ladies and gentlemen. It was a private, more of a private, jet that was for everyday people, right? But then you go from Wheeler Airlines, the first one being certified by the FAA, to this one being the first first Black-owned airline in America competing with the major carriers. Now, you heard that Air Atlanta was competing with routes that they didn't. How can I put it? Air Atlanta was doing not too many routes, right? Just like Spirit Airlines. Spirit Airlines went to cheaper airports that kept costs low, right? The bigger the airport, the more capital you're gonna have to give them so you can have spots, right? So it's interesting how back then can tell a lot about what's happening now. Very interesting.
By the mid-1980s, Air Atlanta began to expand its route network, experimenting with service to cities such as Fort Lauderdale and Philadelphia. While Hollis had ambitions to grow aggressively, he had to adapt to the challenges of thin margins and the price wars ignited by deregulation. To stay afloat, Air Atlanta relied heavily on leasing aircraft rather than outright purchases, allowing flexibility and lower upfront costs. This strategy helped the airline scale up quickly without heavy capital burdens, but it also left them vulnerable to shifts in leasing rates and operational expenses. Despite the hurdles, Air Atlanta achieved notable successes during its brief life. It was recognized for its customer service excellence, often ranked higher than much larger competitors. For many Black travelers, flying Air Atlanta became a point of pride and solidarity, and the company symbolized that African Americans could compete in industries long closed to them. The airline also gained respect in the aviation world for showing that a minority-owned carrier could attract mainstream customers, build corporate relationships, and operate in major markets. Air Atlanta quickly became a symbol of Black entrepreneurship, garnering national press attention and support from the broader African American community. Yet, the challenges were immense. Price wars with larger airlines, rising fuel costs, and limited cash reserves put Air Atlanta in a difficult position. Unlike legacy carriers, Hollis's airline didn't have decades of infrastructure or deep pockets to absorb prolonged financial stress. By 1987, financial difficulties had caught up with the company. Air Atlanta ceased operations, and while its lifespan was short, the airline had demonstrated the possibility of minority ownership in commercial aviation, an industry notorious for high barriers to entry and consolidation. Air Atlanta broke significant barriers simply by existing. It was the first Black-owned, full-service commercial airline in U.S. history, shattering stereotypes about where African Americans could succeed. In an industry where minorities were largely absent in leadership, ownership, and even representation in marketing, Air Atlanta stood as a groundbreaking model. The airline's presence also contributed to cultural pride and representation. For Black passengers, seeing a company owned by African Americans offering top-tier service was empowering. It showed young entrepreneurs that even industries perceived as untouchable could be accessed through vision and determination. On a broader scale, Air Atlanta sparked conversations about diversity in business leadership during the Reagan era. When deregulation opened doors, but inequality persisted, Hollis's bold step resonated not just in aviation, but across the spectrum of minority entrepreneurship. Air Atlanta may have been short-lived, but its story remains powerful. It proved that a Black-owned company could enter and compete in one of the toughest industries in the United States, even if only for a few years. Its existence inspired pride, broke barriers, and challenged perceptions of African American economic participation. Michael Hollis's vision continues to stand as an important reminder of ambition, representation, and resilience. Air Atlanta is remembered not only for its flights in the sky, but for what it represented on the ground. A bold step forward for Black business and cultural pride in America.
Thank you to Informational Heroes for that. You know, it was so interesting to hear about Mr. Hollis and his journey. He's been a politician, he's done this, that, and the third. And what ends up happening in society is they say, this is all you can be, right? And I remember something that Michael Strahan said you know, I may not went to school for it, but I was smart enough to figure it out. But bigger than figuring it out, he was open to learning. And I love that even though Air Atlanta, you know, it did stay around, it was the fact that it was done, right? And you got to think, 1986 to 2026, like, my God, do you know what has happened within that time frame? So, like I said, Michael Hollis, well done to you, good sir. And you also heard, too, that there were problems with fuel, right? So, just like we got a fuel crisis going on right now, the past can tell us a lot about the future. Let's see here. So right here, intense price wars, rising fuel costs, and difficulty competing against established legacy carriers, right? So we've been seeing a lot of consolidation, right? I think Allegiant just bought Sun County Airlines, I believe. And of course, you know, Spirit, they tried into a partnership, you know, to be acquired by JetBlue or Frontier. JetBlue is at like over $1 billion in debt. So the pricing wars of buying an airline or, you know, trying to merge an airline with another airline is huge, right? We talked about Uncle Nathan Nearest Green Whiskey this morning, and that the new owners are a Black-owned investment firm, right? So, like I said, entrepreneurship and good God, okay. What that was. Sorry, y'all. Sorry about that. The space of entrepreneurship and business is expanding and shrinking, not just in terms of who can get in the door, but the resources that you can have access to and how available those resources are for you to be able to be an entrepreneur, right? So very, very interesting. As we continue on here, now we did talk about this airline here, right? We did talk about this one. This is from Yahoo Life, courtesy of Travel Noir. Their shop's Travel Noir. One of the world's largest Black-owned airlines is run by a 35-year-old Black woman. If you have not heard of Western Air Bahamas before, you'll be well acquainted with them now. A 35-year-old Black woman with a long-standing goal to improve the aviation industry runs this Black-owned airline. Did we mention it's one of the largest Black-owned and operated airlines in the world, and it's only expanding. the start of Western Air. Sharixa Rexy Rowley, Esquire, is the Vice President of Operations and General Counsel at Western Air. When Rexy and her family started their aviation business, they serviced part of the industry that desperately needed a solution. Headquartered at San Andros Airport in Andros Island, Bahamas, Western Air Limited is owned by Rexy's parents. Her father is a pilot and her mother is an international business professional. One day during a family trip from Florida to the Bahamas, the island they are from, they came with the idea to start an airline. Mainly, they noticed increased delays and flight interruptions on their trip, and they knew they could fix that. So here is the sister right here. I know. God knew what he was doing when he made black women. Amen. Praise him. Hallelujah. Rexy's father is the president and CEO, and her mother, Sharonda Woodside Rowley, serves as the vice president and COO, chief operating officer of Western Air. In her role, Rexy manages day-to-day operations and drives company expansion. After getting her master's degree in JD, she focused on aviation and business law to align her work experience with her family business, and it paid off. Her business and aviation lawyer expertise has been instrumental in driving the airline's growth trajectory. In an interview with Essence Magazine, Essence.com, Rexy says, the things I immediately started working on, I grew more and more passion towards. So now this is the acquisition and expansion phase. A black woman in aviation, Rexy's presence comes at a pivotal time for the aviation industry. She challenges the outdated role of the good old boys club and their exclusivity. Her journey into this prominent role required immense determination, resilience, and hard work. Since the driving force behind Rexy's endeavors is her commitment to addressing gender and racial diversity within aviation, she aims to use her influence to redefine industry norms. I immediately understood that there was some curiosity about me being there. It wasn't until you start speaking to people that they understand. Rather, she's not just somebody's assistant. Rather, she's actually involved in the industry, said Rexy. I definitely find there should be some preconceived notions to what an airline executive should be, because I think they've always looked a certain way. So it's about combating that and understanding that your work must speak for itself, she continued. Western Air continues to grow. So there is some of the team members. They're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Under Rexy's guidance, Western Air Limited has achieved notable milestones and continuous growth as the largest privately owned airline in the Bahamas. The airline has over 230 employees, solidifying its position as the largest black privately owned airline in the world. Let me say that two more times. As the largest largest privately owned airline in the world, as the largest black privately owned airline in the world. Rexy led company expansion and international operations all before reaching the age of 30. Today, her visionary leadership continues to steer the airline for unprecedented success. So first of all, congratulations to Rexy, okay? I want to show y'all Western Air Bahamas. I wonder if Lisa Ray, because Turks and Caicos, right? So she has made it do what it do there. So here's the website here, Western Air Bahamas, rather. So you can choose Bimini, Fort Lauderdale, Georgetown, Marsh Harbor, Nassau, North Otero, San Andreas, South Andreas, and the Bright. So the only place in the U.S. you can fly is Fort Lauderdale. From Fort Lauderdale, Florida, you can get to the Bahamas. Nassau to Fort Lauderdale. So North Ethura, Nassau, and Fort Lauderdale. Like I said, beautiful website, by the way. So our airline And look at the outfits, y'all. Yes. And there is the team right there. Beautiful jet. There's Captain Rex Rowe and Shunnery's Woodside Rowe. And there is their daughter there. Over 200 employees. So now they flew Metro 3s and Beach 1900s, and they flew Sabs 340As, and now they fly Embracer 145 LRs. So travel info. So of course everything that you need to know here. Like I said, I am loving us, okay? Empower, yes, indeed. So this is where they are in the Bahamas, okay? I'm not going to sit here in front. This is very nice, okay? Very, very nice. They actually fly from out of here. This is their West Air Terminal. And then I want to see something here. See if I can show you inside one of their planes. Okay, so here's this here. So that's inside their jet there. Let's watch this YouTube video here. That's what's with air. So there's the seats there. So very tight. Very tight. But it looks like a private jet. You know what I mean? So no seat backs or anything, but that is their jet. So very, very, very cool. Their shout out to them for sure. Now, this is another company here, in case you guys did not know about this company. From blackbusiness.com. Meet the founders of Approved Jets, the fastest growing black-owned private jet private jet company. Sorry, y'all. Kevin Missa and Aaron Wilson are founders of Approved Jets. We'll go to that website here in just a little bit. I think I talked about these guys actually before. A black-owned private aviation brokerage company based in Miami, Florida. Their global private jet charter company specializes in the sales, leasing, management, and chartering of jets, helicopters, and yachts. They also offer luxury concierge services. The company has an extensive network of light, mid-size, super mid-size, and heavy jets, offering premium travel experiences to world-class athletes, public figures, and high net worth individuals and large Fortune 100 and Fortune 500 enterprises. Kelvin, who is the CEO of the company, has established himself as one of the youngest and most successful private jet brokers in the world. A Ghanaian American, he is a Black Enterprise 40 Under 40 recipient and a 2022 recipient of the MIPAD Most Influential People of African Descent Award. His expertise in luxury aviation comes from over 20 years of experience in providing private flights throughout the United States, Europe, Asia, South America, and the United Arab Emirates. Aaron, who is a co-founder of the company, is a venture capitalist and operator with extensive experience in recruiting, human resource strategy, executive coaching, conducting due intelligence, and evaluating strategic opportunities. He is also skilled in humanizing, contextualizing emerging technology, XR, artificial intelligence, machine learning, etc. And his industry expertise spans across mobile technology, private equity, AI, Web3, gaming, and private aviation. For more details about their company, visit approvedjets.com. spiritairspace.com. So we're going to go there now. So this is their site here. So they have a network of over 1,000 premium aircraft. Now, when I lived in Little Rock, Arkansas, there was like a private jet airport, Dawson Falcon Jet. I believe it's still there. And they fly private jets out of Little Rock, Arkansas all the time. I remember that airport because it would be on the route to Metropolitan Career Technical Center. I remember that every morning that I went there, right? So, of course, they have luxury charter services. They have corporate travel. They have group travel. They have cargo and logistics as well, aircraft management. So as you can see here, they have now, most of the time, Gulfstream and Falcons are usually going to be your go-tos for jets. So you see, can hold 12 people, 9 people, 14 people, 12 people, 15 people, 7 people there. Now, let's go up here to executive airliners here. So I don't see anything there, but we click here. So it looks like the biggest one that will hold the most people. Okay, so this one here, and this one here, 16. So this is the inside of a Gulfstream jet. I've never been inside a jet. I'm going to be real with y'all. I would love to one day. I really would. But yes, so this is a Black-owned private jet company. Okay? All right? Jesus. I will say that I think we talked about this when it came to Caesar's Palace. Caesar's Palace has their own private jet. Okay? They will literally fly the jet to wherever you are, whatever airport. Okay? They don't just fly to they don't just fly the jet and it lands in your backyard. No. This guy have a runway, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, we talked about that. So thought that was very, very cool. And I believe that there are other companies that they have company-owned jets that the company can use at any time, right? So yes, indeed there. Now, we talked about this brother right here, also from blackbusiness.com. Black entrepreneur wants to buy Spirit Airlines to make it America's first Black-owned commercial airline. Now, we saw that, Air Atlanta was the first one, right? And then we saw Wheeler Airlines before that. And then we have Western Air, the largest privately Black-owned airline in America, right? So here we go, y'all. I meant to say Hashim, not Hassan, but Hashim Walters. 29-year-old entrepreneur Hashim Walters from New Orleans, Louisiana. Let my talk relay, let the good times roll, baby. Has officially launched the Latimer Group Ownership Consortium focused on acquiring Spirit Airlines, an iconic brand facing critical financial distress. He says that his mission is to empower African-American economic leaders, creating the only Black-owned commercial airline in the United States. According to his post on Facebook, Hashim is leading the charge to unite influential Black leaders across various sectors, leveraging their collective economic strength to turn around the struggling airline and build a powerful legacy of Black ownership in America's transportation industry. Hashim, although young, has a relatively long history of pursuing success and excellence as a visionary. He is an alumnus of Birmingham Southern College and once ran for mayor of New Orleans in 2017 when he was just 22 years old. He comments, now it's now time for us to own companies and show other companies how to be morally sound and contribute to everyone in American society. About Spirit Airlines. Spirit Airlines was founded in 1983 as Charter One, a Detroit-based charter tour company, before rebranding as Spirit Airlines in 1992. The airline adopted an ultra-low-cost carrier ULCC model, focusing on budget-friendly fares with additional fees for extras like baggage and seat selection. Over the years, Spirit expanded its network across the United States, Latin America, and the Caribbean, becoming one of the largest ULCCs in North America. Known for its bright yellow planes and no-frills service, the airline gained a reputation for affordability, with mixed customer reviews. In recent years, Spirit Airlines has faced financial challenges and operational difficulties, particularly with flight delays and cancellations. The airline was in merger discussions with Frontier Airlines before ultimately accepting a $3.8 billion acquisition offer from JetBlue Airways in 2022. However, in early 2024, the U.S. Department of Justice blocked the merger over concerns about reduced competition and higher fares for consumers. With the deal now scrapped, Spirit is focused on restructuring, improving its operational efficiency, and navigating a competitive market amid rising cost and industry pressures. So there is that there. Now, we have the live
Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch.
That's when I used to promote Nubian TV, but that network is no longer around. Moving on. So what I decided to do was we had a conversation about this. And so I did a creative rebranding of this, right? So basically, I introduced the concept of foam airlines, flying on optimism, achievements, and momentum, complete with custom design logos and color schemes. So let me show y'all that.
At PenFed Home, we know there's nothing like a warm welcome to a place you love. So we...
Right here. Welcome to Foam Airlines, where we're all about flying on optimism, achievements, and momentum. Hang on, let me refresh it because it was not showing up the way it needed to.
Music and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at NubianTV.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
Give it a moment, y'all. Right here. So that's where Foam Airlines came about. I was just trying to think of an acronym because for some odd reason, acronyms really get to people, right? So we came up with that, right? And then, of course, we came up with, different. We tried to come up with a logo that was understood to be us, right? So. Here we go, y'all. So this is from looka.com. So here are some logos here, okay? So that's Foam Airlines there. Now we went with this one. Got the acronym FOAM, flying on optimism. Now imagine, right, if you had the African colors on this. Oh my God, I'm gonna let it play and I won't see it. But this was, let's go with that one. Okay, this was really cool. Okay, variations both. Okay, here are all the variations. I don't think we really need nothing else. To be honest with you, I really don't. Like, these are like decent variations, but I feel like this one is our logo, like, if we're doing it. Okay, now here's one with the stars. Now I like that one too, so we can keep that in mind. But I still feel like that one right there says it all. Oh, and y'all look at this. 100 plus branded customizable designs, including your brand kit subscription. So here it is, Foam Airlines here, and for the Facebook here. So you got branded profile, social profiles there, you got social covers there, business cards there, email signatures there. Look at that email signature, letterheads, brand guidelines, website. And then here are the colors here. So as you can see, it's still black and royalty there. And then the core. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Hang on. Go back. Hang on. I'm trying to buy another right now. Just trying to show people. So there's social posts there. There's social stories right there. Look at that. Advertisements. Blog banners, and then of course we'll be able to you can customize the colors there. And y'all look at that merchandising and the sign right there. That could be for the Foam Airlines Airport Lounge. You see how fun it is to be original? So there it is.
You ain't got to do people like that.
Of that.
Because I ain't got no creativity. You ain't got to do them like that.
That's hilarious. That way we know there. So that is there. You thought you saw a crown where? You know what? Yes. That's what it's missing. That's what it's missing. That's what it's missing. Okay, hang on. Hang on, let me see. Can we add symbol? So here are all the symbols here. So let's do crown. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in here. So there's that one, that one, that one there. So many variations of the crown. Good Lord Jesus. It keeps going. On and on and on and on. By the way, this website is called Looka, Looka. So that's what it was called. It was called Looka Logo Maker right here. So this is the website here, right here. So this is the website right here. So you just hit Logo Maker. Make it do what it do. This website, amazing. Okay, let's continue. You don't know what it got till it's gone. Yes, indeed. Oh my Lord. Okay, they really are giving us these variations of crowns.
Starting a business and need a new logo? Try Looka Logo Maker. Our AI-powered platform turns your vision into a unique logo. Start by going to Looka Logo Maker. Choose your inspiration, pick colors and symbols, and watch your designs appear. Easily customize fonts, colors, layouts, and more. Done! Delivered in all of the formats you'll need. Looka's technology makes every design unique. Stand out with a logo that you and your customers will love. Looka Logo Maker. Try it today.
And there it is. Shout out to Looka. Let me know when you guys like one, because they're giving us a lot. I know which one I like, but this is a collaborative effort. So. Yeah, I like that one too. That was nice. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Okay, nothing in the chat right now. I pick one. Okay, all right, here we go. I just want to make sure we all are included in on this, okay? Because listen. Ooh, okay. You know what? That was cool with the crowd kind of span out like a screen and a screen. I thought that was cool. Oh no, they got the emoji ones. That is hilarious. Oh my Lord. That was funty. Not funny, funty. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go back up. All these are great. I'm gonna go all the way back up. That's it. Yeah. About to stop here in a minute. Oh, it really did have a lot of crowns. Okay. All the way back up. All the way back up. That one. Zoom out. So there it is there. So can I move this? Position. No, I want to move it. Oh yeah, this was frustrating. Oh, get out. Oh God. I was trying to put the crown like right here. You know what I mean? But I guess it kind of made sense over here too. But Oh, come on, seriously. And then let you drag and drop it. I can't move it over more. Yeah, this is how you had to make technology work for you. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. It was the symmetry. It was off for me. Okay, so do you guys like it from this position or from this position? I think I liked it from that position because I was trying to think of how it would look on the Braylon, you pick one. If it was up to me, it would be here all night. Okay, so you guys like that one. Okay. So there it is there. So that is our logo for Foam Airlines, flying on optimism, achievements, and momentum. And then look at that. Oh, my Lord Jesus. You see that? Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oh, my Lord Jesus. Listen, I might actually be a marketing genius. I am the chemical at marketing. I will admit that, yes. Oh, my Lord. Man, this looks so good. This looks so good. And then imagine Black History Month. Imagine Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Like, all of the things that can be culturally relevant for us here. And then look at that merchandise. And then that could be the Foam Airlines app logo right there for Android and Apple. I'm going to that. And then here are all the variations. Y'all look at this. Like, I mean, these are all nice variations, but I think this is it. 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 So there you go. So now we got the logo. And y'all let me know. Do y'all like? I would like the letter in green, black, and red. That's what I was thinking. Hang on. Let's see. Can we do that real quick? Let me see colors here. Now I tried to do it in I tried to do that in the color scheme, but it wouldn't allow me to do it for this. Okay, so that's the outline. We'll see what I'll do for that here in a little bit. Okay, that's the variations of the colors. Now I want each color. I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
One suitcase turns into 5. Someone always forgets a charger. And don't even get me started on airport checking line. That's why we use luggage to ship.
Now this is a cool service, right? So imagine, you have to literally go to your meeting, this, that, and the third. You just call them and make it do what it do, and they ship your bags. I thought that was really cool. Hey, Stream Master, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're just chillaxing, talking about Spirit Airlines.
Your bags from home, ship them to your destination, across states or across the world. No dragging, no stress, just travel the way it should be. Ship your luggage ahead now at luggage2ship.com.
I don't think we can do each. Hold on, we need that. I don't think I can do that. Because I'm trying to make each. I don't know why it's not allowing me to do it. See, no, it's not going to let me do it, unfortunately. It's got to be all of it, which I hate. But I'm sure that there's a way to, get each color to be that. But just imagine it in red. Hang on, I'm gonna try to see if I can find. Let's skip ahead just a little bit. Okay, now this is the rough draft. Okay, Foam Airlines. Now, I know what you're thinking, Bray. Wait a minute now. What are you doing? Red, black, green, yellow, gold, and then purple is for royalty. Foam Airlines. That's literally the rough draft there of Foam Airlines. So imagine those colors, right? On this logo. Yeah. So I love having fun with you. I do. My silly ass. Good Lord. Oh my God. So then I was saying too, right? So imagine the Foam Airlines logo right here on the right Foam Airlines on every seat. Imagine, if you will, Foam Airlines embedded into the carpet. Yep. I think you're getting it. Now imagine, if you will, your fat tab or your fat port right here on the back of that. Holding fat in our hand. Now, fat was for a entertainment system. Let me type in fat tab, and I'm sure it's going to tell us what it is right here. So right here, Foam Access tab, right? Or your Foam Access tablet. So this would allow you to be able to buy food, get drinks, watch movies, TV shows, talk with, other passengers, play games, all types of stuff, right? So imagine, if you will, we go back to right here. Now, like I said, this was just a rough draft, y'all. It may not. So, this entertainment system could be called FAT, your Foam Access Tab. So, this tablet is everything, has everything that you need to access entertainment, content, and anything else from Foam Airlines and all of the affiliates. Y'all, listen. We're just having fun, okay? I'm just showing you what I do live. Divine Virtuous Woman 0, a hello from Sharon Gospel. Absolutely happy Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day, everything in between, everybody. Yes, indeed. So, we're talking about Spirit Airlines because this brother right here, let me show you right here, Hashim Walters, has made the Latimer Group, has launched the Latimer Group, an ownership consortium focused on acquiring Spirit Airlines, right? And so he wants to create the only Black-owned commercial airlines in the United States. So with this conversation starter, right, I thought, why not have a conversation on it? So far, this is just for fun, okay? So I came up with Foam, flying on optimism, achievements, and momentum airlines, Foam Airlines. Not to mention, too, you can do the colors in red, green, black, and yellow. Actually, hang on. We're gonna have some fun. Like I said, give me one moment. Yeah. Hope y'all having fun with me. I really love doing stuff like this. So I'm skipping ahead just a little bit.
Here today to talk about all-important ACT scores. If you're aiming for admission to competitive college,
visually. So that was the logo and everything. gold and then foam airlines on every holding fat in our hands. So that was the concept there. Then of course I was the only one talking about it on YouTube at the time. So this was a lot of fun to be able to take a brand that everybody knew and gave it a new life, right? So like I said, I've always been fascinated by entrepreneurship. My mom and my dad's, my biological dad, my stepdad, who I call dad, they're all entrepreneurs in their own right. And I've always been in media, but also too, my mentor Marion Wazinski was trying to let me know that, hey, the aviation industry, the retail industry, the consumer packaged goods industry, the technology industry, they all use media. So radio and television and advertising and podcasting and everything between. So she was trying to let me know there's long money out there, right? So with that being said, I think that's pretty much the live for this year. Now, we are up to present day, right? We are up to present day right here. Now, I saw this morning, but I was like, no, I need to do this in a separate tour, right? I need to do this in a separate show, a separate live stream. So Adrian Provost unveils historic bid to acquire Spirit Airlines assets, announced its vision for the nation's first electric public-private airline partnership. So $1.4 billion initiative includes speculated support from high-profile investors, targets fully autonomous fleet by 2035. Now, I'm going to have to disagree here. We need pilots, okay? Because, hello, we know that technology can fail us, okay? So there's a malfunction with the, fully autonomous airplane, then guess what? You need somebody to know what they're doing. Have you seen Flight with Denzel Washington? Moving on. Renowned entrepreneur Adrian Provost has announced a strategic bid for the liquidated assets of Spirit Airlines, detailing a roadmap to overhaul the American aviation industry. The newly formed entity intends to transition to a fully electric Elson E9X fleet by 2035. So let's see what that looks like. Okay. So this is the plane here. So this is a fully electric plane. Okay, that's fully electric. So so that is all electric. So you don't see the big, turbo engine that is normally known for, aviation fuel, right? So it carries 88 to 100 passengers. So I guess my only thing is like, how would this work with so many people flying out every single day, right? You know what I mean? I don't know. Right, I'm sure that Adrian has a plan, though. So then, of course, the interior here. So new interior design for electric aircrafts from TU Defeat. And then right here. Okay, now this is the inside of this here. So let's look inside here. Shout out to the points guy.
Hey there, Zach from TPG, and I'm here at the Paris Air Show taking a look at Blackviaion's Alice. And so this is an all-electric commuter aircraft. So it's going to be used for short-haul flights, initially with Cape Air in a few years. And so this is actually an airworthy aircraft right here. They haven't begun flight testing yet, just waiting for approval to begin the flight testing. and then it'll be a few years to get official FAA approval and have pilots trained, and then eventually it will launch with Cape Air. We have a total of 9 seats. I'm going to give you a tour of the cockpit first. So we have Honeywell avionics up front. We've got these side stick controls, a 2-pilot configuration. And so, as you'll notice, visibility is a key highlight of this aircraft. And so up front in the cockpit, obviously huge windows up here, and then throughout the cabin as well. These are by far the largest windows I've ever seen on a commercial aircraft. And so they remind me of Gulfstream windows. They actually look like they're even a little bit bigger than that. So we've got a total of 9 seats. So you can fly 9 passengers back here. This will be used for short flights. So things, New York to Boston, New York to Washington, D.C., maybe Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket, some flights up the West Coast, perhaps. Definitely some short haul travel, and that's the specialty of Cape Air. But let me go ahead and give you a tour of one of the seats as well. And so we've got these really nice leather seats. Of course, this is just the test design. This is not going to be the final aircraft that launches with Cape Air, but at least the legroom and things like that should be similar. We do have these cool wireless charging pads. They're not working right now, but I'm told that they do work. And then I've got a little bit of a cell phone compartment over here. Not a ton of storage in this aircraft, but again, this is a test aircraft. This is not the final configuration. But one of my favorite features is you can pull this lever here and the seat actually swivels. And I will swivel my seat so that you can see. And so I can actually get a clearer view out the window. But again, huge windows. Really, really cool. I have to back up way far in order to fit the whole window in there. But really love the design. And of course, this is an all-electric aircraft. And so it is economical as well. But this has been a quick look at Eviation's Alice at the 2019 Paris Air Show.
So imagine that by 90 seats, right? Very, 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 very interesting. Let's continue on here. So Adrian Provost is intending to transition to a fully electric Elson E9X fleet by 2035, establishing a pioneering public-private partnership, triple PPP, with the United States government to ensure sustainable, affordable regional connectivity. The venture is moving forward with a projected $1.4 billion capital raised, with the final syndicate of investors is still being solidified. Industry reports and speculation suggest significant interest from technology magnate Elon Musk, potentially anchoring a substantial portion of the raise. Operating under a design, build, operate, maintain DBOM model, the airline will lead the global adoption of sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, during the transition to its all-electric future. A vision for zero-emission autonomy. A core tenet of Provost's strategy is the rapid electrification of the airline's operations. The existing Spirit fleet will be systematically phased out and repurposed for the private jet market, clearing the way for a 100% electric Elson E9X fleet target by 2035. Additionally, the airline is exploring potential strategic collaborations with leaders in defense and aerospace technology, including SpaceX and Anduril, to develop autonomous electric aircraft carriers envisioned for rollout beginning in 2035. Do y'all remember the Waymo electric vehicles and how, I think it was, we actually talked about it here, where one of them just kept spinning around and around and around a circle. I felt bad for the man who was still going around and around a circle. But like I said, we got a lot of work to do before we get to a fully autonomous electric aircraft, right? The passenger experience, robotics, and Starlink. Innovation extends into the cabin and the terminal. Passengers are expected to enjoy complimentary high-speed Starlink internet on all flights. On the ground, customer service is projected to be revolutionized by Unitree Robotics H1 and H2. Reminds me of Thing 1 and Thing 2 from Dr. Seuss. Humanoid robots with a full upgrade to Tesla Optimus robots by 2030 to streamline operations and enhance efficiency. This partnership represents a best of both worlds approach, combining private sector ingenuity with public service goals to enhance national competitiveness, said Adrian Provost. We are committed to driving operational efficiency while providing the U.S. government with the regulatory support and infrastructure access needed to lead the world in advanced air mobility, strategic hubs, and public-private synergy. Provost has curated a powerhouse board, including veterans from NASA, Space Force. I feel so bad for the people at Space Force. It's like, y'all are not respected any damn where. Y'all were made fun of in a Netflix series, and you just are existing with no purpose. I mean, my God. I mean, you basically are like me. I go to work. It's not too crazy, but I get paid to exist, right? So, but anyway, the Federal Aviation Administration, Lockheed Martin, and Northrop government, alongside senior industry leaders, this public-private alliance is geared toward subsidizing costs and control pricing for travelers. The airline intends to acquire Spirit Central in Dana Beach, Florida, maintaining it as a strategic headquarters while operating out of all existing Spirit hubs, including Fort Lauderdale, FLL, Orlando, MCO, Detroit, DTW, Las Vegas, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, DFW, Chicago, ORD, Atlanta, ATL, Atlantic AZY, Miami, MIA, and Houston, IAH. About Adrian Provost, is an Atlanta-based entrepreneur and investor known for large-scale business growth and performance coaching. His latest venture in the aerospace sector aims to democratize air travel through electrification, autonomous technology, and strategic public-private partnerships. For press inquiries, contact press at adrianprovost.com, or you can call 678-957-7653. That's 678-957-7653. That's 678-957-7653. Like I said, very interesting from Adrian Provost. I think that maybe what needs to happen is maybe what needs to happen is Hashim Walters needs to team up with Adrian Provost, and they figure out how to meld the two, right? Because honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't think electric airplanes are actually going to happen. I'm sorry, no. 100 passengers at a time. Let me see something. How many passengers did Spirit Airlines airplanes hold? So, Spirit Airlines all Airbus fleet featured high-density seat configurations that typically held 176 to 229 passengers. So, you are trying to cut that down to basically about 100 to 80 people. Bruh. That's the only thing that really confuses me. It's like, first of all, how is an electric, airplane going to work? Not to mention too, how are you going to have the infrastructure for this? I know that Starlink will provide the free internet, but you got to think about the maintenance crew, right? You got to think about the electricians. And of course, as we all know, there's rising fuel costs right now. So you don't think there's not going to be a problem with electricity, right? Because electric bills, they can be costly, right? And then, of course, you also have to think about the approval from the Federal Aviation Administration. I'm sure these are all questions that Adrian Provost has thought about. But just want to bring this to your attention that, listen, we got two black men. One wanted to buy all of Spirit, and the other one wanted to buy the assets of Spirit Airlines. So Blackviaion or Black Aviation is real out here. So I want to have a conversation with all of you about it. So with that being said, I'm going to turn on my camera now because we done the whole show over an hour. Yes, we have. So very fun live. Like I said, I always love being able to bring new things to you, all things that you may not know about, but that you may need to know about, right? So just trying to expand your purview just a little bit. Nothing too crazy there. So we're going to take a little bit of a commercial break, and we'll be back with more Brainley's Virtual Tour Live right after this. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Roll, everybody.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braille only got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braille only's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braille only's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braille Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braille Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be, Braille Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braille Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
there's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward,
with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination and experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and mirrors commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you, more than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers, the one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City, and this is what we do.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
I'm loving it. McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
I love you right back so much. I had to tell you 4 times about it. Welcome back into Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. Glad to have all you here. This was a fun one. Wanted to come on and give y'all that update about Spirit Airlines. It is still out there. Last time that I heard anything about Spirit Airlines, right? I think it was Let's Buy Spirit Back.com or something to that degree. And it raised about $335 million. So right now they are in the process of getting the legal paperwork together to file the trademark Spirit Airlines back into the trademark office. So yeah, it looks like Spirit may be coming back, y'all. So like I said, if there's anything else about it, we'll definitely keep you updated. But when I saw that story, I had to bring it to y'all. I had to bring it to y'all. Man, oh man. So, yes, indeed. So yeah, we will chill out here for a little bit. Now I'll read y'all the Daily Motivator, then we will get on out of here. You know, I'm feeling like pizza tonight, y'all. I really do. But I gotta go to the grocery store anyway to get some more food for the place. So, oh. Yes, indeed. Hey, one person, welcome in. Just chillaxing, talking about Spirit Airlines. Hey, one person, welcome in. Just chillaxing, talking about Spirit Airlines. There's a black man named Adrian Provost that wants to make an all-electric airline. He wants to use the liquidated assets of Spirit to do it. So we talked about that. And Hashim Walters, who had a consultorium to actually buy Spirit Airlines before they went bankrupt. So Wise men say, and who life through, and I can't help falling in love with you. Hey, one person, welcome in. Just chillaxing. Say, light through, and I can't help falling in love with you, and I can't help falling in love with you. Wise men say, run a whole life through, and I can't help falling in love with you. Take my hand, got a whole life through. I don't know why that song brings me comfort. I really don't. Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably end the show around 1 hour and 37 minutes. Men say, and a whole life through, and I can't help falling in love with you. Hey, one person, just chillaxing. All right, y'all. It's been 1 hour and 37 minutes. Let me get y'all the Daily Motivator up. I'll read that to y'all, then we'll head on out of here. You guys had fun tonight with the show. Like I said, the aviation industry is constantly changing, like it should be. I think every industry, it should change every once in a while, because if change is not allowed, then you're stagnant, right? Who wants to be stagnant in life, right? Well, I mean, there are some people that actually want to be stagnant in life, and that's a very sad place to be. But that's not us. Neither is it you or me. So let's continue on here. Here we go. Things may only come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. Abraham Lincoln. Hello, I'm Abraham Lincoln. Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. So even hustle was used in the 1800s, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the daily motivator for Friday. I'm sorry. I just never expected a white man to say hustle, especially Abraham Lincoln. Can we just collectively just breathe on that for a minute? A white man said hustle. Okay, now hustle is more of a black term than anything else, but oh my Lord. Okay, let's just roll on. It's time for day motivator for Friday, June 5th. 2026, widen your range. Treasure what you're familiar with while staying open to new experiences. Preserve what has values and adapt to what changes. The best answer for one day for a particular situation may not work so well the next time. Widen your range, expand your options while staying true to what you know has always sustained you. Learn to walk the fine and fascinating line between tradition and novelty. You're strong enough to navigate it and benefit from it. The end of a custom is not the end of the world. Yet just because something is new doesn't make it better. Live each day on its own terms. Make strategic use of your expectations without letting them weigh you down. As easy and convenient as you might wish it to be, one size does not fit all. Rather, go where life asks and encourages you to go and do the work to thrive within its widely varying conditions. Ralph Walton. My Lord, widen your range. You know, we talked about that tonight with the Blackviaion, breakdown Townhall. Like I said, I knew about Western Air. I knew about approved jets. I did not know about Air Atlanta. I did not know about Wheeler Airlines. And I think about the movie Hidden Figures all the time. One of the best movies of all time. If you have not seen Hidden Figures, I suggest you do that. That's your homework this weekend. We're all grown. We don't do homework. But if you need something to do, watching that film, it went to show me how much we as a people are not really held up in the highest of esteem as we should be. And I think about all of the stories that have not been told, right? Anytime I'm struggling in my life, I'm not struggling like hard. I'm very blessed to be where I'm at in life. But of course, you do want more in life for yourself, right? And as I think about my life, I always think of those 4 little black girls at the bottom of a basement. It's just how we squabble over trivial shit that doesn't matter, right? We know more about what's going on in the world of celebrity than what's going on in the world of reality. We know what's going on more in the world of celebrity than what's going on in the world of reality. We know what's going on more in the world of celebrity than what's going on in reality. And before anybody says, well, Braylon, have you seen the world today? No, everybody doesn't want to be you and informed. Life is heavy. This, that, the third. Just shut your damn mouth. I'm sorry. My bad. But God forbid if there's a policy that happens that affects you being able to have access to your autonomy of being a woman. God forbid that happens. That's not important. God forbid if there's a law in place that actually saves black men, and that could be one of your sons or one of your nephews. That's not important. I swear, it seems like people who don't want to widen their range want to complain the most when hell arrives on their doorstep. It seems like to me, the people that don't want to widen their range are the ones complaining the most when it hits their doorstep. One more time for the one more time. The people that seem to not widen their range are the ones that seem to complain the most when it arrives at their doorstep. Like I said, everybody can do what they want to do, but if you put your head in the sand and you eventually get hit, you cannot say nobody warned you, right? So that's the first thing I would say to you. Don't be an ostrich in the sand. Look up around you and pay attention to what's going on, okay? That's the first thing I want to say, y'all. The second thing that I want to say to you all is this. Learn to walk the fine line, the fine and fascinating line, right, between tradition and novelty. You're strong enough to navigate it and benefit from it. You know, we had a very good live this morning talking about, you know, balancing the line of tradition and, you know, novelty, right? We talked about this new company called Blackviaion, right? And how this is a brand new website where Black people can go online to see which businesses are up for sale. So Black people can either acquire a minority stake, or just do research for an industry, right? Or anything that allows them to learn more. And that is not traditionally how business is done. But what I love about us is, and I've come to realize this in my life, I don't care about the history that has hurt us. From the sense of, if we are still concerned about the history that's hurting us, we are losing time to make history that can elevate us, right? So while you're walking the fine line between tradition and novelty, recognize that there is power in tradition, but don't be so afraid to try something new either. That's the second thing I would say to you all about this daily mode. And finally, the third thing I want to say to you is make strategic use of your expectations without letting them weigh you down. When I tell you the comparisons that we all have for our life, and don't sit here and tell me you don't compare yourself to people. Please don't. Please don't be holier than thou right now. We're just having a real deal schmeal conversation. I wonder sometimes if everything that we were asking for from God, or whoever you believe in, right? I wonder if we asked for that because we wanted it at the time, because there were other things holding us up, right? Or was it, how can I put it? Did we ask for those things because we needed just something to do, or did we ask for those things because we actually had the capacity to handle them, right? I remember my friend Zendaya, she said a lot of times we, and I've said this before, but I'm going to expand on it. A lot of times we ask for things from God, but yet we are not ready for it. But bigger than not being ready for it, we don't have the faculties to handle it. It's one thing to be ready for something, it's another thing to have the faculties to handle it. So think about this. The expectations of whatever you're going after in life, manage them day by day. You know what I mean? I think about 90 Day Fiance and people like Big Ed. If you're in a relationship right now, y'all seeing each other once a week, level that expectation of, oh my God, I got somebody once a week in my life that I get to see that makes me happy. You may not be able to go on a trip, you know, and get on an airplane and go somewhere, but can you go to, you know, for example, we have Kalahari here in Ohio.
Do I have enough money to go to Kalahari? If I do, hey, that's a trip. When you manage your expectations of what you have, it allows you to not only breathe with your resources, but it allows you to enjoy what's in front of you. Amen. So, with that being said, everybody, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special because you are always one of us. And trust you may not be where you want to be, but by every you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've chosen to do. Last one time you call yourself, it's another thing you chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully, I spend time together. Rise and be great together. And always remember what you're doing: radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just recognizing that just because we may not see ourselves in every space doesn't mean that we're not progressing. Let me say that one more time. Just because we are not seeing ourselves in every space does not mean we are not progressing as people. Just because we do not see ourselves in every space does not mean we're not progressing. Think about that for a second. If we don't see ourselves in a particular field, we think we're not there. But the gag is there's probably somebody that's been there the whole time, and now the renaissance of whatever industry they're in is being recognized. Don't let what people think to dictate your movement. And that includes me too. That includes me too. I remember, who was it? Aries Girl Podcast. She said to me one time, I watch you more than the news. And while I genuinely appreciate that, listen to what's happening in your neighborhoods. Don't be afraid to connect. Don't be afraid to gain an understanding about things. I remember what Tucker Carlson said, if the government can tell you what to think, how to feel, how to move, then that's a problem. Because if they can do that, they can dictate anything they want to. And when Tucker Carlson has more of a reasonable voice than most, you know we done fucked up, right? So always remember, or see love you gotta give, or see love you gotta give, or see love you gotta give, wherever obstacles will come, where successes you have achieved upon this particular day. I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, I want you to know that just because you are feeling your emotions does not mean that you're not happy. Just because you are feeling your emotions does not mean you're not happy. Just because you're feeling your emotions does not mean that you're not happy. I know that there's a lot of internal battles going on in people's worlds, and some of those battles will never be talked about. As my mom would often say, you know, there's only as my mom often says, there are some things that will only be between you and God. Between you and God. Between you and God. And you just know as you are going to Him with your burdens that you're carrying, recognize this perspective. Even though it feels heavy to you, He's already made it light. Even though it's heavy to you, He's already made it light. Even though it is heavy to you, right? it's light to him. It's light to him because he knows all, sees all. Most of all, he understands that what was to come, not only did he know it before you knew it, but he also recognized that regardless of what happened, he was still going to be on the throne. And so because he rests in that fact, you should be able to rest in the fact that he can make heavyweight light. I don't know who needs to hear that, but just know that whatever is heavy to you, he can make it light, all right? Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's to come, and for the blessings on the way for you, all of us, as a society, as people, as culture. I feel the love and send it right back to you. Love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Like I said, Hard Hustle will be on tomorrow night, I believe, at 9, 8 Central. So I'm going to try to give it to y'all Sunday. If not, probably Monday. But I'm going to try to give it to y'all Sunday if I can. But I also work on Sundays, so I do like my rest. But either way, Hard Hustle Houston is in the rotation. So love you all. Good night. And just know that you still matter. Even in the midst of your brokenness, somebody sees you as a masterpiece. All right. Love you all. Good night. Bye.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.